This video will show you how to create radius and drive time buffers from your pin locations. In this how-to video, we will cover radius buffers, drive time buffers, filtering from these buffers, and how to delete buffers. A buffer map can be useful for scenario and recruitment planning and territory designing. Creating a buffer from all locations is a great way to visualize, understand, and communicate your coverage, or gaps in your coverage for your business. Key uses for distance radius maps are, but are not limited to, analysing your sales or service territories to improve efficiency, identifying new locations for offices or franchises, and mapping all of your property locations to understand adjacency. To create your radius buffer, select the point you wish to add a buffer radius to. When the data window appears, select the buffer option and choose radius. The radius buffer window will then appear. From here, you can select the following. Select whether you want to create a radius buffer from just the selected point or all points in the selected dataset. You can set your distance criteria, such as miles, kilometers, feet, etc. And you can add up to 3 radii by selecting Add Radius. Once all chosen radius distances are inputted, select Done. Your radius buffers will then appear on your map. To create your drive time buffers, select the point you wish to add a drive time buffer to. When the data window appears, select the buffer option and choose Drive Time. The drive time window will then appear. From here, you can select the following. Select whether you want to create a drive time buffer from just the selected point or all the points in the selected dataset. You can set your max drive time allowance. This can be set to a maximum of 120 minutes. You can add up to 3 drive time buffers by selecting Add Drive Time. Once all chosen drive time distances are inputted, select Done. Your drive time buffers will then appear on your map. To see what data points are located within your radius and drive time buffers, you can observe the following steps. Click on the buffer you wish to see your filtered data for. Click on Filter and then choose the dataset you wish to filter. Your map and table will then be filtered to only show the points within this buffer. If filtering from a radius buffer, your dataset will include a column showing the distance to the radius buffer center point. If you filter your data to that within a drive time buffer, you have the option to add columns for the drive time and distance to your buffer center point. To see the filtered results of multiple buffers at the same time, you can run radius or drive time analysis against your center points dataset and the point dataset you want to analyse. You can save your buffers as a separate dataset by selecting the buffer dataset in your control panel and selecting Save Dataset to Library. You will then be prompted to give your new dataset a name and if you would like to add it to your map. Your buffers will then be saved as their own dataset. You can delete buffers in 2 ways. To delete a single buffer, click on the buffer and when the information box appears, click on the trash can icon to delete the buffer. To delete all buffers at the same time, go to the buffer dataset in your control panel and click on the gear icon, and then select Remove. This will remove the entire buffer dataset from your map. Thank you for watching our how-to video. If you have any questions, you can contact us by emailing help@eSpatial.com or by selecting the chat button to the bottom left-hand corner of your screen when on our website or logged into eSpatial.